Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina and it is a beautiful day to be creating with you. Today I am rewarding myself with some well-earned crafting time. So I am going to get to complete the videos for the two extra cards that I have in this collection that I've made with the Echo Park Winnie the Pooh Collection. Isn't that cute? So this was the first video, and this video can already be found here on the Creating With You YouTube. And now I'm going to share this flap card with you. All of these fun fold cards are just that. They're fun, but they're also super easy. And that's something that I really like to do, is, you know, just to simplify processes and just have fun. All right, let's go ahead and dive in on this postcard flap card. So it's postcard, just like a postcard, but it has a little flap on the front, so it doesn't have a full card base. I like this because you actually get to get some card bases out of your papers. Now I'm using the Echo Park Winnie the Pooh collection, so that matches this, and I cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, and we're just going to put that aside for right now. We'll clear this off and we will dive in on some of our prep work for this little guy. All right, I'm using this 3 by 4 and I want to take a closer look at the card. So here I decorated the back of the card, doing a little bit of stamping, a little bit of coloring. Isn't that adorable? It's so cute, but I still have plenty of room to write a nice message. And then we have that 3 by 4 card front focal, and these come in the paper. So these cards are designed for you, which make them simpler and easy, and it gives you some low stress to no stress crafting, which I love. And this says, a day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey. And I decided that I wanted to leave that like it was and do all my writing on the back. I have my supplies next to me, and this is the stamp set that I opted to use for my cards with this collection, focusing on some cards that I could send expressing friendship. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit. So this is our piece for the back of the card, and this finishes at 4 by 5 1/4. All right, let's go ahead and get some of our stamping done. I'm gonna use some Memento black. I really like the Memento ink for when you just want to stamp and then color. It dries pretty quickly and is just a really nice, beautiful black. I don't know if I got good coverage on my stamp, though. I see a little spot. Oh, nope. Okay, good to go. And I'm using the tree from the set, as well as this is the Winnie the Pooh who is floating away on that balloon carrying him off. We all know that is one of the traditional little Pooh pictures that we all know from our books. There we go. And you can see here, I went ahead and I did some coloring on that using my Spectrum Noir markers. I used red, just the dark red blend, dull green, earth brown is the colors I used. So I'm not going to color this one to finish this video, just for time purposes. Okay, and then on the inside, I did pre-stamp and color this, and I stamped the sentiment with my avocado ink, which avocado is really just a great description for this ink, because it is. It's like avocado, right? So, and then I stamped the tree with Memento and colored it the same. I'm just grabbing that stamp right off my carrier sheet. I should have grabbed my tree and did both at the same time. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And that tree again. I really have been enjoying working with this collection. It's just very cute and really reminds me of my childhood, kind of like, as well, right? Like, it reminds you of being a kid. All right, there we go. Okay, I went ahead and pre-stamped and colored one so that I could use it to finish our card and save a little time. All right, these cards go together super easy peasy. Now, I'm working with the 6x6 paper pad, and I love 6x6 paper pads for card making. They've been something that I've always treated myself to when I wanted to use them, but my goal with them, I always set a goal, is to completely finish them and not keep them. I like to really kind of lock in, use them all up and let them go. Sometimes you can end up storing them. All right, a couple of changes. I am now into my my 6x6 paper. I cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. Let me grab my little container that has my supplies in it. You know, I'm at a point now where I have other cards set out, and I've already used the scraps from this on another card, and you'll see me recreate this in video 3. You can see I used that little extra piece over on the side there, the 2 inches that I had, cutting it down to 4. So you want to make sure that you cut the 2 inches off your paper, reserving the larger piece, and then the one across the bottom if you're following along in the series. Okay. I knew I wasn't going to use these 2 3x4 cards, but if you do wish to use those, just look at the other side and grab another. All of these papers coordinate. All right. So this strip, excuse me, of plaid is 1 1/2. And this is actually cut a little long. Flip it over. We want to put that on the blue side. And the blue side is 1/4 of an inch bigger. So we get that eighth of an inch on each side. There we go. Okay. All right, so I kind of just want to make sure that I can see a little bit of pattern. I'm going to put this in so that I can line it up. I want to say 3/8, but let me give you a double check. No, I'm about 1/2. So about 1/2 of an inch in. And I'm going to put my piece down and then trim it off at the top. I just left it at the 6. It just was a cut that I didn't have to make, because I can cut through both of them after it's on, and then I don't have to worry about cutting it short or anything like that. I am finally throwing away some of my little extra pieces. Okay, so this is our flap mechanism, if you will, and it's going to be 4 3/4 of an inch long, 3 1/4 high, and then you're going to score it at 1/2 of an inch. And then I just snipped off doing some little miter cuts. Fold this. And this I just grabbed out of my stash. This is a piece of Sundance paper that was in my stash. All right. This is a, let's see, 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. Sticking with those 1/8 measurements, just giving me a little more detail. All right, and then this says, "It's always an adventure with you," which I think is perfect for a friendship card. I'm going to take my black marker just to make this stand out a little bit more. I went ahead and did this. This isn't something that you have to do. It would also look good if you used a brown or anything else, but it just kind of, you can see, adds a little bit of depth and dimension. I love to use my markers for this, the broad tip markers. The Spectrum Noir black marker works great for this. I'm just using up some old markers in my stash that I don't think I'll ever color with, and I've just found a way to kind of repurpose them. There we go. That's so cute. Okay, and now we're going to add adhesive just to the portion of the flap that we have folded over. I'm going to grab my score tape for this. You can use regular adhesive or liquid glue, you know, whatever you like. I recently had a battle with my Cricut, and now my piercing tool has like, it looks like a little baby hook. But, you know, the tools are for a reason. Okay, so when we put this on, we're going to line it up with the edge of that plaid. And that's going to kind of give us the center mark, give or take there, up and down. Just kind of like look at it and center it, all right? You want to be able to see some all the way around. So if you line it up all the way with the blue, you can line it up all the way with that blue edge. It's totally up to you. And there we go. And now we will add that center flap. Take a look at that. Just the coloring I did on that. I was really happy with how this turned out. Now you can see here that it actually goes up. We want the whole thing to be covered. So we want to put it up on and cover a good portion of the flap. And now I'm going to make sure I get to see a little bit of the plaid down the edge there as well. All right, that's what lining it up on that blue kind of helps with. There we go. All right, and I think I will go ahead and add a little bit of my coloring. I'm going to use gold yellow. I'm going to go to the medium. I'm just going to be doing a little dotted coloring here. So this is the medium of the gold yellow, and I'm just putting in a little bit of color down on that Pooh. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish him off with the light that's in that set. All right, 3 colors in each one of these markers. I love them so much. And I'll put links and details in the comments of the video. Okay, dark red. And I'm going to trace. Now, a lot of time, you will notice that a lot of times how you shade with markers is you go from light to dark and then back to light. But these I wanted to do really quickly. So I just found some really easy coloring techniques that were going to let me kind of add multiple colors. And I'm not going back and forth here. I'm just kind of working in one way. But what I liked about it is my coloring is not so over the top that you lose the little whimsical nature of the Pooh, if you will. All right, so we'll grab our dull green. I'm going to do the same technique. I'm going to put in some medium first. I'm actually going to add a little bit of dark, just kind of anywhere. I'll lift this up and kind of show you with each step so you can see what I mean by that layered color. This is the medium. See, just very sporadic. And now I'm going to go to the dark. And I'm going to do the same thing on a few of these. I'm going to add a little bit of the dark. And I want a little bit of the dark on each area, not like all on one area. So I just kind of pick and choose. It's kind of like, have you ever done color by numbers where you add it all and it looks like a hot mess, but then it comes together as you just kind of keep doing it? That's kind of the same philosophy on this. Now we'll take the light and color the entire thing in. Oh, it seems like it might be time to re-ink. I'm in this thing with all my, and it's all the lights. All my markers at the same time all need to be refilled. So there is a video here on the Creating With You YouTube page on how to do that. But I can tell this is a little lighter than it should be. So I'll go ahead and put this aside so that I can re-ink it. But just to get it to blend a little better, those areas where I added the dark, I'm going to go ahead and put some medium on top of it just to kind of pull it and blend it a little bit more. And none of your trees have to match. You can just keep playing with all different color combinations until you get colors that you like. And there you go. You can see it has lots of nice shading that way. Okay, earth brown. And I'm going to go straight to the dark on the earth brown and color the little table that is over to the right of the tree. All right, and then we'll go to the medium and do the little stripes across the tree, just like this. Here we go. And now I'm going to go back to the dark, and I'm going to do the stripes again, but not come out as far, so that there's a little bit more darker over to my left, up to the light. I love how all the markers I can constantly double check, because I am a person who would get confused very quickly. I can always double check which marker I'm using. It helps me a lot. And I'm going over all that color. And then back to the dark, just to add right where the table is and it starts, just to add a little bit more color to that. And some medium green. I wasn't doing this in the beginning, but I did it once. And now when I don't add this little extra green down here, and I keep kind of adding a little bit more as I go, I feel like it's not done. So here it is. I'll show you guys so you can see the change of it. Here it is with the grass, and here it is without the grass. You know, once you do something, I feel like that's what's happened. All right, I originally wasn't going to color this, but I thought, heck yeah, why not, right? All right, just to kind of share with you guys my little coloring techniques that I'm doing. That black marker all the way around. I think brown would be nice too, and I actually have one of these brown markers. I'm kind of destashing all these markers, but I found a way to get a little more use out of them, and that's just using that broad tip. And it's working for me. All right. I love to use up supplies, get a little value out of them, and let them go on. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, let's grab some of those enamel dots. I love enamel dots. They're my favorite. All right. All right, we'll see if my hook is, my hook will work, right? All right, so I do like to kind of count my dots out and, you know, see what I have and where they're going. But with these, I seem to be using them, the blue, more than anything. So I am trying to pace myself with the blue, but it's just not working. They seem to be the perfect amount. All right, so for this one here, I can see that I have some extra brown of the small ones. So instead of using the yellow, I'm going to put a brown one there, which is good because it's going right on the other side of Winnie the Pooh, so that way it'll stand out a little bit more. And we're done. That's it. These flap cards are so much fun. And one of the things that I really love about the design of these is that they're already done for you, because you're really focused on this pocket card that goes on the front. And I love that those pocket cards are included they're in all the collections that they have. There often is the pocket cards in multiple sizes. So we've used the 3x3s on the one card that we've already shown. And now we've used the 3x4s on this one. And we're going to go back and use some more of those 3x3s. This one will be in the next video. And the whole series has been about these easy, fun fold cards that all open up to in really cute ways. But each of them have focused on using these pocket cards as to make cards. And I've had a lot of fun with this collection. I hope you'll come back and join me for this final video for the 3 fun fold cards. And I will hopefully see you right back here on the Creating With You YouTube channel. Please, if you liked this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment, say hi. All these things really do help me out here in the YouTube community, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I look forward to some more crafty time with you. Bye-bye.